Hello, Sagittarius. I'm here with your full moon in Scorpio reading. I'm not sure how that angle is. Does that work? Anyway, it's a pink moon, super moon. Kind of a big deal. Scorpio usually runs deep. I'm trying to do some not so heavy duty readings because they are just general and they may or may not resonate with you. They don't resonate for everyone. You could check out your sun, moon, and rising. Maybe something will speak to you. What I do know about this moon is that the did a little reading in the spotlight. It said, I'm using their phrase spotlight, is on secrets and vulnerability, and also sudden realizations and fresh perspectives. So let's see what is in store for Sagittarius. Spirit, can we have some cards, please, for Sagittarius? Okay. And I don't know if something flipped over before, so I'm going to take a look, because it felt like it did, but it might have righted itself in the shuffle. I guess it did. Okay. Ooh, the Magician at the bottom of the deck. Before I even look at these, we have the Lovers and the Magician. I'm going to look at the overall energy with the Energy Oracle and see what the overall energy of this reading is, Spirit. For my Sagittarius friends, for this full moon in Scorpio, please, what is the overall energy of this particular reading for Sagittarius? Oops. Overall energy for this reading. Just a card, maybe two. Oh, there we go. Goddess of the Moon, and two cards fell out. And the Sun. Oh, growth and expansion. Okay, so I'm not really, I don't pay any attention to reversals. I don't really even give it an order, so I don't have a tarot spread. I just read intuitively. I feel like the energies are not linear. I'm not assigning a specific emotion or a time or anything to any position of the cards. For this reading, I can do the cross for some, the Celtic cross. There are other types, other forms of readings that you can do, but I think for these full moon and new moon, I just like to read the overall energy and see what the playing around is here. You got a lot of cards that came out, so I'm just, the Lovers is major arcana, so is the World. We've got Swords, we've got Strength, another major arcana. The Star, wow. Wow, Sagittarius, you have something powerful happening here. And the Moon, my God. 5 major arcana cards. A couple of Swords and a couple of Wands. Wow. And the Magician is at the bottom of the deck. The Magician is the alchemist, right? He's the one that can, this Magician character is one that has not just magic, but formulas and patience and smarts, and they can pull things together and they balance things in such a way that it's alchemy. So they have the spiritual and the physical and the emotional all blended together in one person. So they are, I want to call it supremely balanced, but it's probably, they call him the alchemist. So it's also about having all of the tools that you need to create what you want, or the life that you want. Underneath that, you have the King of Cups, beautiful, loving energy, great leader, kind, generous, smart, nurturing. I mean, this is the guy that you go to if you need something. He's always going to be able to help you out. The Nine of Swords, I think this might be a caution, or maybe you've already come out of this energy. Nine of Swords is when you're all spun up about something. So it's your anxiety. And you can see this, all this person has to do is turn away, turn away from the birds that aren't even flying towards him. But he's worried. But they're not, they're flying away. But he's choosing to be worried by them. Eight of Cups. I'm not sure how far back I want to go, if there's anything special here. We're going to leave it with the Magician. That's a huge amount of Arcana. Hoo-wee boy. Okay, let's start with the Goddess of the Moon, because we're going to try and make a story here. This is basically what I think of this as a storytelling thing. We're trying to figure it out, kind of a puzzle, kind of a story. Learning how, it's like learning a language, learning how to communicate with spirit. Yep, Goddess of the Moon, it's about intuition and going within. The Sun is about expansion and growth. Basically, it's looking to me like a spiritual quest, or learning to trust your intuition and going with it for all this glory, amazing stuff to happen. Bottom of the deck, again, is similar to those in that it is the overall gist of the reading. So basically, you have all the tools you need. So what we have then is the Moon, which is about intuition. I'm just going to set that up there because it's basically the same thing. The Star is about an inspired, kind of a new beginning. In some decks, in others it's something else. But it's I like to think of it as inspiration, and it is usually the start of something new. Lovers is about union. Could be about balance. Could be about falling in love. Could be about partnership. But union and balance. And I think with something new. What else do we have here? Could be about love. I keep thinking it's more of a venture, or maybe it's just your overall life. You've got a strength card here too. Strength says basically you have what it takes. And this Nine of Wands also speaks to that. And so do the Eight of Wands. The Eight and Nine of Wands. These are about journeys in the distance. This is whatever you're doing, whatever, and Wands is the action card, right? So the journey you're on, whether it's a job or travel or whatever, you're doing really well with it, but it's going to take some time. And you're okay with that. You're prepared. You're really well prepared. And this is the one who's like, yes, it's going to take time, and I'm ready and able, and I have the tenacity and the focus and the strength to get all the way through to the end of my goal, which is, again, the Strength card. So I feel like these are just reaffirming that. This is amazing because things don't usually come together quite this quickly when there's this many cards. I'm like, where's the confusion? The confusion. Oh, I said that. So you've got two sevens. So sevens. Oh, this seven is about potentially dishonesty, lack of responsibility, or not taking responsibility for something that you should be taking, or avoiding responsibility. This guy, he's like, his job is to go up and, I don't know, pet the goose or the swan or steal the sword or whatever it is. But he needs to ascend this rock formation up towards the light. And he doesn't want to, he can't, or he is unable to for whatever reason, but he's choosing, there's some choice involved here. He's choosing to look away from it and just ignore it as though it's not his problem, but it is his problem. So it could be deceit, it could be dishonest, it could be self-talk, he could be lazy, or he could just be, I can't do it, I'm too weak, I'm too vulnerable. That the goose has won, the goose or the swan or whatever the bird is has won. I can't take a chance, I'm too afraid. So whatever this is, it's keeping him away from his goal, and the thing he has a responsibility toward. So, and there's something sneaky about it too. This card shows up if there's some kind of sneaky something or dishonest something going on. This card is, oh, should I pick the fruit now, or should I eat the one that has already fallen into the basket because it is perfectly ripe? This is about having to make decisions, and there's maybe more than one potential decision to make, and it can be a little bit confusing. So that's all this is. Just some decision needs to be made, but that's where the lovers come in also, because lovers often indicates a decision needs to be made. So decisions need to be made. The Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords is a brand new idea, often a brilliant one. So I feel like this is going to shatter whatever this is, this deceit, because you have everything else in the world. I mean, the card, this is everything, literally everything. So this, I think this is about you have choices to make. And this one is about you. Okay, yes, a 7 is also a choice. So you, if you're this guy, you need to, I think, in order to shift the energy and to end up in a good space, either walk away from the deceitful person this might represent, or if it's you avoiding some responsibility, turn around, face it, climb the rocks. Do your job. Just do it. It's just, that's me being very matter of fact. And I forgot what we had under here. King of Cups. 9 of Swords. The anxiety, this is again, the swords is the intellect, it's the mental energy, and a lot of the darkness that comes with sword is sort of self-inflicted. Now this is like one of the best swords. Great, you have a great new idea. But swords have 2 sharp edges, so depending on which way you what do they call that? Slash or swish your sword. You could cut something, or it could, it could be harmful or be helpful. So it just depends on basically how you wield it. Given everything else here, it looks like it's a really great, powerful, good, like a good energy sword. You got some major growth happening, though. You've got all the tools you need. So whatever this journey or quest is that for you, the moon is simply asking that you be intuitive about it. You need to just trust your gut. Because the magician says you have all the tools you need. You have everything you need. The wands are say you have the will, the strength, and the tenaciousness or the tenacity, and the ability to go the distance. This is really great. Seven of Swords. Just get out of your head. Ignore those doubts. That's what it feels like more than dishonesty. It feels like it's like you have all this power and you don't even know it. And maybe learning to speak with your intuitive self. Maybe that's a new thing for you and you're not comfortable with it yet. But this is where all the answers are for you. In you. Your higher self, your spirit self, your intuition. Spirit, can we get some clarification, please, here for Sagittarius? What are they doing? What do they need to know for this full moon? Oh, that's right. This was about revealing secrets. So here's your secret, right? And the vulnerability. I'm guessing it's both the secret and the vulnerability. And then the fresh perspective, I'm thinking, is probably you learning to trust your gut or your intuition. Follow your instincts. Spirit, can we get some clarification, please, here for Sagittarius for their full moon in Virgo reading? These cards aren't quite as slippery as some of the others, so they don't like to jump out quite as quickly, and they often come out in clumps because of that. Oh, there's one. Spirit of Wands. That's the King of Wands, and that goes over here with the Knight of Wands. King of Wands. He's charming. He's charismatic. He always reaches his goals. He always gets his way because he's charming and charismatic, and he is honorable. So he's not like slimy. He's a good guy. Ace of Pentacles. So this goes with this other ace. So this idea you have has to do with something in the material world. So it could be a business or some kind of money-making venture, whatever that is. But you're passionate about it, and this, because this Wands not only is action, but it's about passion and creativity. But all this major arcana, that just is powerful, powerful, powerful. About the, yeah, just huge, powerful. And it doesn't feel like it's super fast moving. This is the only one that looks like it's kind of a fast moving card. It's not super fast. This may happen subtly over time for you. No, I think the realization is going to be sudden. Like the new moon or the full moon says, that sudden realization and fresh perspective. I think that part of it's going to be quick. I think the acting on it is going to take you some time. At the bottom of we have the Wheel of Fortune, which is, what do they say, where synchronicity meets destiny. Underneath that, we have the Nine of Pentacles, which is worldly fulfillment. Nine of Wands, this is the same. We got that twice. It's just like, see, I told you. Spirit. Like, I told you so. So you got what it takes. You have what it takes to go the distance, because the Spirit said it twice. Six of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords is about self-doubt, and I'm going to put that with the Seven of Swords, because to me it's a really similar energy. Even though the Seven is about dishonesty and stuff, I feel like there's a laziness about this card, and it's true for myself, I will admit it. I think that sometimes it's easier to doubt ourselves and to do the negative self-talk because we're used to it, right? Because we know if we start believing in ourselves and really do the things that we know deep down, really deep down, that we can do, that's a lot of work. It's really a lot of work. But this all says you can do it. You can do the work. You're ready for the work. But you just have to turn this fear or laziness. Fear is, I think, drives everything. Fear drives, I think, dishonesty. It drives laziness. So let this fear and this lack of confidence fade away. And then this is the Six of Pentacles, which is about give and take. I think of it as the law of reciprocity. So, and because whatever you had, this is the first thing that really indicates it's money, except for this other Pentacles card, which tells me it's going to be fruitful, right? It's going to be fruitful. There's a lot of fruit to choose here. It's like, which ripe, pretty, invisible, or, imaginary fruit do I want? But the Pentacle says, yeah, this is a beginning of something in the physical world, in the material world, which, money. And this is the give and take. So yes, you get to charge for your goods or your services or whatever it is you're doing, and but you have to also give. So you give mentorship or appreciation, or you give a good value for your whatever it is, back and forth. Because what you sow, you shall reap. Um, it's a karma card. It's not as big as justice, but it is, and it's specifically because it's pentacles. It's about the law of reciprocity. Wow, I think that's amazing. I'm just going to move this up here so I have a little bit of space for... You guys were quick. Spirit just put everything out on the table instantly for you. Spirit, can we have a shamanic healing card, please, for Sagittarius? Maybe help them through this Eight of Swords energy. Oh, right away. Inner journey. So you can't make this up, right? Inner journey. Goddess Moon, the moon, all about inner. Oh, you gotta love it. All right, I'm just gonna put this over here too. Sorry if it's gonna fade away in the darkness over in that corner. I'm going to do a final blessing too, but before I do, I want to just read to you about the world, because this is the thing. This is this is the prize. Yep. Oh, wow. I opened right to the page and then I didn't trust it. Yeah. Even I don't trust sometimes. Okay, this is satisfaction and peace of mind, a successful conclusion, and the end is in sight. Achieving balance, melding and blending to bring together in union or in unison the I'm going to take my glasses off. I read better without them. Starting over. Here's the card. Satisfaction and peace of mind. A successful conclusion, and the end is in sight. Achieving balance, melding and blending to bring together in unison the multiple songs of life. The world is a card of realized goals and prosperity. It's a state of completion, though not without share of involvement and hard work to attain. That's where all this stuff comes in. When goals have been reached, there's a space, a quiet breath of a moment in time when a feeling of ultimate fulfillment spills through the consciousness. It's a wondrous and precious moment, the culmination of hard work to see your dreams come true and to know that an elusively mythical treasure promised in fairy tales is the heart's desire. So this is it. And like it said, you have everything to get there. This is amazing. The heart's desire, complete fulfillment. All right, so I am going to now choose actually ask for a card. I'm not choosing anything. I'm just shuffling and they fly out at Spirit's will. Spirit, can I have a card, please, for Sagittarius for their final blessing for this reading for the full moon in Scorpio, please? Final blessing for Sagittarius for this amazing journey they're on. Oops, time machine, and another one flew out, but it fell down. Waking the Lion and Time Machine. Time Machine was the first one I saw, so I'm going to do that one first. These glasses are supposedly progressive, but I just can't, yeah, they pinpoint. So I like to just read. Inherited patterns, conditioning, lessons already learned, cellular memory, honoring the past without being trapped there. I'm just going to skim. It says to practice self-compassion and make a conscious choice to do something differently if something doesn't go right, and clarity will come. Remember that if you always do what you did, you'll get what you always got. History repeats itself only if you allow it. The most important thing is that you are becoming aware. Yeah, you can make different choice regarding how you respond to life right now. So that's pretty amazing. And then waking the lion. Boldness. It's the courage. Which, didn't you have strength as one of these cards? Yeah, that's courage. That's what, and you've got lions here. Okay, let me just show you this thing. I just love the symbology and stuff. So, in all these wands in this deck, strength is a lion. Oh, this one has foxes. But this is riding a lion-like creature. And so you have the lion here. So the lion is coming out as a really powerful strength. And you're a fire sign just like Leo. And this is definitely the Leo card. So maybe time to make some Leo friends to help you out. Or borrow the Leo energy because it's sort of a cousin to you. It says, regardless of the outer conditions right now, you can't wait for your fear to lessen before you move forward. In fact, despite the chaos and seeming disarray, you must be bold. Whatever your trepidation, act as if you have deep trust that all will be well. Nothing is promised to you, but you will never truly see magic if you don't take the risk. And we've got magic again talked about. Sagittarius, this is a big deal. No guarantee of immediate success, and that's where we had the time. This is a time machine. Oh my God. And it looks like the Wheel of Fortune. It's a compass, but it's also clock-like. Definitely about direction and time. Summon your bravery in the face of possible pain, failure, even success, and own your power. It is scary if you're not used to success to have success. Many people have fear of failure, and this is me talking, not the book. Fear of failure is basically the same as fear of success, so it's the same thing, right? In some ways, it's really, really common. Yeah, it says be proud of who you are and who you are becoming. No one can take that away from you. So this is just own your power. Use your power. Be bold. Amazing. I don't think I've seen this much major arcana in one reading ever, especially when they all came out at one time and you saw that I shuffled over and over and over. Amazing. So I hope this resonates with a few of you at least. Don't forget to watch your, I don't know if this is your sun, but watch your sun, moon, rising. It gives you a pretty clear overall picture of the energies going on, at least. And I'm just doing full moon and new moon right now. And occasionally an impromptu whatever I feel like, but it's not a scheduled thing. So thank you for tuning in. Give me a thumbs up, a like, subscribe, share if you would be so kind. And I do appreciate comments if they're kind or constructive. I can handle that too. This is amazing though. So it looks like, in a nutshell, you have everything you need. You just have to again, go inward, learn to trust your intuition to guide you out of this negative self-talk so that you can reap the rewards, because you have all the tools it takes, you have all the strength, you have all the stamina. Twice you have all the stamina. You're going to make it. This is amazing. And I don't know if this is about a work venture or a project or just how you live your life, which is kind of more the general feeling I'm getting. You're just going to live with a gusto that you haven't before. Boy, thanks for tuning in, and I sure hope this works out for you, because I am a little envious of this energy. Thanks, Sagittarius. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.